for me, I wanted to find somebody that was going to come in and educate us on what it is that marketing looks like. I thought that sales and marketing were the same thing. They're very different. And so, but I know that now because Good Team came in and said, well, this is what goes over here, and this is, what marketing is. And then wanted to find somebody that was going to spend time learning about us, our company, the people that run the company, the people in the company, who it was that we are serving. It did not feel like we got dumped into this marketing 101 boilerplate of here are the 5 things we're going to do for you, and ran out and did them. I felt like the plan that Good Team came up for us, that Good Team came up with for us, was based on y'all's knowledge of us and the time that you spent with us, not some sort of, like some boilerplate that you have. We built out an avatar of our perfect client we call Chuck, and talked about more characteristics than just the number of trucks that they had. Good Team spent a lot of time asking important questions about the personality of these people. What are their families like? What are their interests like? Outside of just the business piece, because it would give us an opportunity to tag more interest than just whether or not somebody needs to sell their invoices. So rather than limiting ourselves to that one piece of information, I think Good Teams did a great job building out this personality profile. And then over time, what this has developed into is the more lead generation that we found. Well, how do we handle all these leads in such a manner that it's organized, it's a process, it's efficient. We keep track of what's going on. We know who we've already talked to, who we still need to speak to. And so the next thing that Good Team did for us was took our initial use of HubSpot and really, it has been like having marketing and sales folks on staff for us, to be honest. We got started with HubSpot because I think I saw something on Facebook about this free CRM for life. I'm like, okay, we can try that. And got about 5 minutes into it and realized I was in over my head. And so when Good Team came in and said, hey, yeah, that's cute, nice try. But because they were partners with HubSpot, they were able to say, hey, you actually picked a good one, whether you knew you picked a good one or not, you did. And we've got the capacity to help you with that. So it has gone from website to who it is that we're going after, how do we keep track of how we're getting after them, to this full-blown email campaigns between the sales and the marketing, templates and workflows, and it's stuff that I, personally had no idea even existed. And so, yeah, Good Team is taking us from having really no digital presence to this full-blown, we're going after people. And then when you see that you grow one year by about 80%, you take a look at what Good Team did to get us there. Yeah, I mean, it's been remarkable. So all the challenges that we have had in the past are now not so much challenges as they are the different sort of silos that we go and take a look at. And we've got a team now that can actually address those things.
I like the fact that we're able to do studies, find out what is it that the client is in need, how the Good Team can help write up a campaign, an email campaign or anything like that's going to reach out to the clients, being able to translate it, using the Spanish translations and stuff like that. It's been really a great experience working with you guys, because as Telly says, it's like having the Good Team on staff, and your guys' knowledge of HubSpot, integrating with our phone burner system. It's just been such a great experience for me.
Another thing I like about Good Team is you have both the creativity side with the marketing, the campaigns, whether it's verbiage, the images, the building out an avatar, right? The how do you do marketing piece. But because of the way it's delivered, with emails, internet, and the rest of it, there's a lot of technology that goes into that, and having to understand the systems and how they operate. It makes the conversations we have with you about building a campaign and delivering it go more smoothly and more efficiently, because you know enough about the systems to be able to say, well, we can do this, but maybe not that, but here's another way that we can get the same message across. So it's best of both worlds. So now we've got who you're going after, how you're going to go after them, develop the message to get to them, get rid of the folks that aren't interested. And now that we've got these folks that we want to talk to, well, what are we going to tell them? And so it was not just these email campaigns of, hey, do you want a factor? Hey, do you want a factor? Hey, do you want a factor? They started talking to us about content. So then they built out different deliverables with ebooks that people could download. And they were about topics that good team asked us questions about. Well, what is it that your transportation clients need to know? Well, here's 6 more ways that we can help you generate revenue. Here's how you can save on fuel. Here's how you can save on equipment financing, right? Just different things that are so far outside of just being able to click a button and send it an email. They really did a deep dive into the needs of our clients, develop content, and then we started having these 6-step processes of where people would get the emails. And if they responded to that, then they went into this next workflow. So there's just this, it's really remarkable. It gets so big so quickly, but you would never know that it had gotten that big, because the way Good Team was able to take each piece, put it in a silo, explain it really well to us. And then, weekly meetings every other week, updates on where we were going and their capacity to be able to track the results and see how many people have responded and do we need to tweak the message. So I don't know that you can call it a service specifically, but their capacity to follow up and tweak and improve on the go, as opposed to waiting all the way to the end of a 6-month campaign and then saying, well, maybe 5 months ago we could have done this. No, I mean, there's a ton of hands-on that they've given to us in the weeds. It feels like every day to some degree.
They listen to us. They see our ideas. They expand on us. And just being able to read what we want to convey to the customer, who we're trying to go after. And that's something that's really important, is that not a lot of outsourced companies or marketing companies listen to what your ideas are. Having been able to work with you guys is just, it's been very personable. And so it's easy to feed off of our ideas and we expand on it. The way you guys help us in doing the email campaigns, that they're personable, the client can understand them, they're not just a technical term that not all carriers or anybody in the industry doesn't understand, and only we understand the technical side. You guys make it more personable, and that's what's really I have seen that's become such a growth for us, and it's conveyed to the client, so when they do approach us, they know that they can approach us with having that already, that relationship of that we're going to be very well knowledgeable in what we want to, how we're going to help.
Well, I know for me, I don't get any HubSpot questions anymore. So that's really nice.
Also helping the process from underwriting and getting the documents out to the clients has helped tremendously, because that used to be kind of scattered here and there, how we did that process. And if a salesman says that the client didn't receive the documents, it's a real easy thing for them to be resent, or a reminder to be sent. So I know that underwriting, the processes that you guys would help with underwriting has been tremendous help, for sure.
I think another piece to the day-to-day is we're busier.
Yes.
From a sales
very
perspective,
busy.
right?
Mhm.
We are busier with those things that generate revenue, and
Mhm.
we spend less time on those things that need to be done, but are not revenue producing. And so you make us, yeah, we are busier generating revenue than we used to be.
Yeah, you guys have integrated that 10-point touch system to the clients where we have so many prospects in our system. We have a pipeline that's, you couldn't get through it in one day. You guys have made it easy to the point where it's automated. And so that client is constantly being touched and reminded. And that's generated so much more revenue as well. Because like Telly says, we're very busy. And it's thanks to you guys in integrating that.
Good Team has directly impacted and been a part of us basically doubling in size in a year coming out of COVID. And that's a direct result of the number of leads, the quality of the leads, the way we were able to stay in touch with them, the information that they were getting about us. In the automation piece that you put in there, it was no longer just a dialing for dollars by the sales team. By the time they talked to these people, they had seen 2, 3, 4 emails from us. They had downloaded content. They knew who we were. And so to get a call from us was not a surprise. It was the next step in a process of warming them up, introducing ourselves, and then having the opportunity to book the deal. You know, it is certainly a combination of Gabby and her team. And them actually being on the phone and talking with these folks and convincing them to factor with us. But they got to talk to people that were more likely to say yes, because Good Team helped us find the people that want what we do, have characteristics of that perfect client that we want. And so you put those two things together, a great sales team and marketing folks that can tee you up some good people to talk to, you can end up doubling